What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chris. You already know, back at it again with another bang video. You already know what it is that we reacting to. So I just want to first start off. I just want to say, free Young Thug, man. For real. About to get right into this. So if you are new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, helps the channel a lot, and comment something down below. But let's go. Bro, like, Young Thug, legend.
For the last 2 months, I've been trying to wrap my head around how the DA could put Young Thug and company away for good.
I've made no secret about it, nor any apology, that as the District Attorney of Fulton County, my #1 focus is targeting gangs.
This is the one that you see the shadow in the back of the room. He's the one directing traffic. He is the one that we're all afraid of. He's the one that's King Slime.
I've come across suspicious lyrics.
This that slime this that mob fuck the judge, YSL. I came up at the trenches, then I had beat a few bodies like Boosie.
YSL brothers turning on each other and getting slapped on the wrist to plea deals.
The deal
Wait. Who was that second person behind who was the second person behind
Gunna?
Behind Gunna? Oh.
On each other and getting slapped on the wrist to plea deals.
The deal that set Gunna free, a major development in a huge racketeering case.
Oh, I did not see that. I didn't see them throwing cheese.
Whose given name is Sergio Kitchens, made a deal with prosecutors and walked out of the Fulton County Jail late this afternoon.
But above all, I want to take you to the 10th of January 2015 and show you how one McDonald's meeting could eradicate YSL as we know it.
Shout out HL Uncut, man. Straight up, man. Salute to you, big boy. We fucking with you.
Damn, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I really do not have this ad blocker, bro. Hey, listen. I'm gonna get it real soon. But, bro, it's so... Bro. This just goes to show you, bro. You can't trust me, man.
Big shout out to Bird, YSL, be rich gang, YSL.
Even if you're vaguely informed on the YSL RICO case, I think it's safe to say we're all familiar with this one name, Donovan Nat Thomas, a high-ranking member of the Inglewood Bees and wife and Lucci's manager. I want to retrack YSL's role in his demise and hopefully highlight how and why King Slime orchestrated Nat's fatal demise. It's late December 2014. Young Thug is with Kenneth Copeland and they're looking to rent a silver Infiniti Q50 for his YSL henchmen. A few days into the new year of 2015, while residents of Atlanta are jotting down their New Year's resolutions, Young Thug posts a picture alongside his YSL henchmen with the caption, "We ain't going back and forth." And this wasn't any generic rap lyric, it was a warning. And it turns out, King Slime had resolutions of his own that needed straightening. So, on January the 10th, Tudor, Doo-Wop, Yagodi, Nod, SB, and Young Thug all crammed themselves into that Infiniti Q50 and ride to McDaniel Street on Castleberry Hill. On their way there, Young Thug receives a call from an inmate inside Fulton County Jail. It's Lil Duke, and Slime tells him they're on their way to do a major hit, and as the conversation ends, they drive past Big Nut, who's outside a barbershop with a 20-year-old man. Young Thug is dropped off a nearby alley and instructs the four men to meet him at a McDonald's after doing the hit. And as Young Thug starts the engine to his white Jeep, the Infiniti Q50 spins the block once more. SB spots his target, rolls down the window, and...
He was, quote, first a family man and a man of the community. He was caring and always looked out for anyone he came into contact with. He will surely be missed in my life. Police believe the two adult men and a 14-year-old were targeted. Outside this barbershop ended the life of 26-year-old Donovan Thomas and left 2 others.
Shout out HL Uncut, man. Straight up, man. Salute to you, big boy. We fucking with you.
The four men then drive to a McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue that's 12 minutes away from Castleberry Hill, where they meet Kenneth Copeland and Young Thug, who is patiently waiting for his henchmen. He gives them each money, accompanied by one message: lay low.
Number 7. Defendant was told by another YSL associate that immediately after the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., YSL associates met at the McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia to discuss the Number 9. On January the 10th, 2015, after the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., defendant and other YSL associates gathered at the home of Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, who gave defendant and other YSL associates cash money to lay low.
Young Thug would then call the head honcho of the gang stationed in New York and tells him sacrifices must be made, soldiers must fall in order for the battle to be won. 16 days after Nat's demise, he would post this haunting caption on his Instagram. So, lie to his mama, lie to their children, lie to their brothers and sisters, then get into the courtroom and tell the God honest truth. I don't get it. You all need to get from me and YSL.
Couple of weeks after that hit, at least according to the indictment, Jeffrey Williams spoke to a fellow who was he had to be in jail, who was a leading member of Six Money, which is a street gang that's based out of New York. And there's an outtake from that phone tap where Thug is basically talking about how, sometimes sacrifices have to be made. A couple of days later, Thug's on social media talking about how people who testify in court should be. And the implication is Donovan Thomas was killed because he was some sort of government informant.
Listen, I won't lie right there. Yeah, he had to watch what he was doing right there, cause like they're for sure about to tap and check it. They're gonna check everything. They what, man, especially. Damn, bro.
October the 27th, Kenneth Copeland is in South Fulton.
I didn't know like all. I didn't know. Look, I didn't know like all of this, like detail, all this, like the McDonald's stuff. I didn't know that. Like. So, hey,
October the 27th, Kenneth Copeland is in South Fulton. He's driving the vehicle of one Aaliyah Jackson, who is a police officer at the South Fulton Police Department, and she's in a romantic relationship with Kenneth Copeland, a known YSL member.
YSL for life.
Driving a police officer's car, what could possibly go wrong? Well, he's stopped by the police and they found him armed and dangerous. He's taken in for interrogation, but the detectives didn't care about what was found in his girlfriend's car. They want to know about one thing: the involvement of Jeffrey Williams in Nat's demise.
Why is he under attack?
He's like the easy target. So if somebody gets arrested and gets in trouble and they want a deal, law enforcement officers are all too eager to say, well, tell us about Mr. Williams. Is he involved in this? What do you know about him?
After the interrogation, he sends a text out to fellow YSL member Scarface saying they want to indict us on that body. Police would find out about the text and take Kenneth's phone to be used as evidence. But after Aaliyah, his girlfriend, found out, she wasn't gonna watch the police potentially indict her boyfriend. So she would try deleting all the evidence that would implicate her boyfriend. And well, things didn't go her way.
Former City of South Fulton police officer accused of abusing her badge to protect her boyfriend. Investigators say 27-year-old Aaliyah Jackson, who joined the city's police force in 2019, was booked into jail last month on felony charges after she tried to interfere with a major police operation targeting Metro Atlanta's most notorious drug dealers and members. Among the suspects, Jackson's boyfriend, Kenneth Copeland, a convicted felon and documented member who served time in federal prison in 2018.
And after all this drama, the evidence against him, what his girlfriend tried doing, and the charges he potentially faced, Kenneth Copeland would start squealing, naming everybody who was involved in Nat's drive-by. Young Thug paying the henchman after the slaying and personally admitted to SB being the triggerman. With the evidence detectives now had against King Slime and Copeland agreeing to become a witness against YSL, everybody who was pushing P would soon start pushing P's.
Yup. Crazy.
The entire arrest warrant, frankly, was a predicate, an excuse for them to go and search Young Thug's house, because they believed that there was evidence there that they could use to tie him to the Thomas murder. Here's why the phone is significant. Martinez Arnold called from jail from a recorded phone line, somebody who had their cell phone in the car that was used as in the drive-by.
Right.
From that, they were able to look at the other phone and pick up off of all the cell phone towers.
Right, who was aware.
Like who was where, whose other phones were in the car, where was the car, and then they could start picking it up off of license plate readers all over town.
Okay,
and a camera where you could see the license plate, which you could lead to the see where I'm going.
Not smart at all.
So my understanding is Martinez Arnold also called Young Thug. And I don't know when. I don't know if it was before or after or what. Having the phone in evidence allows you to demonstrate that.
The DA's main goal is to convict everyone who was involved in nut slaying, those involved in fueling the YFN-YSL war, and the kingpin himself, Young Thug. Everybody else will be used to paint Young Thug and the rest of YSL as ruthless savages.
I don't know if everybody's the same, but one thing I can say is I honestly can see every person that tell. I honestly can see them telling. I won't never be surprised by somebody telling. I can damn near, I can damn near tell you who will tell.
So you're a red identifier?
Yes, sir. I've divided everyone from YSL who got a plea deal into 3 camps. The call from jail camp. YSL rapper Lil Duke pleaded guilty to being a member of YSL the gang.
Yeah, I remember that.
His charges were dropped on the condition that he has to testify in regards to the call between him and Young Thug on January the 10th, 2015.
Martinez Arnold gets a deal, and a really light one, I might add. No additional time, sir, but he must take the stand.
The group chat camp.
Saying that, like 4 or 5 other people and Jeffrey Williams were having a conversation, and Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, asked them, y'all ain't beat them up or got him yet? Yeah, he's getting soft.
Young Thug's older brother Unfunk, who Thug bailed out from jail and mentioned on Dice Low, rapping, told the lawyer my brother ain't going back to prison. I don't give a f if I gotta tell that guy Jehovah Witness. He gets 10 years probation and no time served. Walter Murphy, or better yet DK, one of the 3 co-founders of YSL, he pleaded guilty to RICO charges and was sentenced to probation for 9 years and no time served. Trontavia Stevens, infamously known as Tick, the YSL member who robs women and mentioned in Thug's song You, where he raps, she getting robbed by Tick.
You acknowledge that you've been accused of and arrested for women.
Yes.
You acknowledge that you are the same person referred to as Tick in the song by Young Thug entitled You, in the verse she getting robbed by Tick.
Yes.
He was sentenced to probation for 8 years and no time served. He's also the 3rd co-founder of YSL. Antonio Sumlin, or better yet, YSL Obama. He, alongside Christian Eppinger, asked for permission from Young Thug himself to stab wife and Lucci when they were all locked up. They had that conversation with Thug over a jail-recorded telephone.
The first phone call was on February 22nd, 2022, Your Honor. And this is a phone call by one of the co-defendants, Christian Eppinger. That individual called this defendant asking permission from a person known as Slime, whether or not he had permission to harm Wyatt and Lucci, also known as Richard Bennett.
He was sentenced to 15 years on probation and no time served.
See, that's why I just can't call everybody your brother.
Antonio Sledge, or
family,
Monk Tunk. He's the YSL member
at the end of the day, you only got yourself, bro, for real.
Of Young Thug taking his trigger man on vacation to Miami after Nut's demise back in 2015.
Number 10, defendant has personal knowledge that on January 10, 2015, after the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., YSL associates traveled to Miami, Florida with co-defendant and YSL founder Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug.
He was sentenced to 15 years on probation, and he's more than ready to squeal on the stand if he must. And lastly, the 2 YSL rappers who took Alfred plea deals, Slam Life Shorty and Sergio Gunner Kitchens. And Alfred plea means both Gunner and Slam Life Shorty take a guilty plea but maintain their innocence in the fear that they could otherwise be convicted by a jury if they took it to trial. And after all the evidence prosecutors may present to the jury, ranging from Nut's tombstone being sprayed slag.
I don't think y'all niggas got more than us. I probably had it before Slime. And we also wrote
YFN Lucci's mother having her life endangered, and Young Thug using that to taunt his ops.
They didn't pull up in front of the house. They pull up like right here. They was just shooting it like, you know, sideways behind the car in the street. They was in the street, they was shooting because that's why all the shell was.
And Slime paying for the rental car used in Nuts murder. I believe the final nail in King Slime's coffin may be this lyric.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body.
Which could be used to convince the jury beyond doubt that...
No. I never killed.
The final nail in King Slime's coffin may be this lyric.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body.
Which could be used to convince the jury beyond doubt that Jeffrey Lamar Williams is the eye on the pyramid that is YSL.
Like you rappers, like the artists, if you don't want to be an artist, take it to the streets. But don't bring the dumb in the game trying to prove that you're fucking real. And while you proving that you're gonna finesse yourself out of position and out of opportunity that could change your family and generations in your family life. Y'all getting money never got, Thug. But don't wait until it's too late and you got that phone, that burner phone, you in the Instagram, and I done told you how your life gonna go. And it going. And now you got 60 fucking years.
Let's get this stuff on. Put this stuff on. And I have no hard time putting this stuff on. Take it off. I can't turn out the choicy. I tell that try my choicy. Sing to this bitch like Lil Tootsie.
Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Hey, thank you. I love y'all. Free Young Thug. That's all I'm about to say.
I don't do no fucking talking. I just keep my head down balling. All these